Did you ever wonder what it's like to stay at Kokanee Creek Provincial Campground? Well, I am about to show you, and it's a very dear campground for me because my grandparents would meet us here and we would have picnics as kids. So yeah, it's pretty special. With over 1 kilometer of sandy beaches and 4 campgrounds, Kokanee Creek Provincial Park has provincial significance and is the #1 choice for tourists coming to the West Kootenays. As of this recording, it costs $33 a night to stay there, with $7 extra if you want electrical hookup. Campsite reservations are accepted and first-come, first-served sites are also available. And there is also group campsite reservations. Kokanee Creek Park is located on the old Busk Estate site. Charles W. Busk was a wealthy English gentleman who came to Nelson in the late 1800s. He had acquired a large tract of land with lake frontage 14 miles from Nelson. From plans drawn by English architects, Busk built a large mansion that once sat on a rise a short way up Kokanee Glacier Road. As the country squire and gracious gentleman, Mr. Busk enjoyed entertaining guests, but also had many interests in surveying, mining, fruit ranching, and scouting. He lived an eloquent, lavish lifestyle. After 1913, the romance of his new way of life had dulled, and it is estimated that he went through 3 fortunes. Sadly, within a few years he died, disillusioned by most of his ventures, withdrawn and ignored by friends whom he once had entertained so lavishly. The park, as it is seen today, was originally established in 1955. Archaeological evidence in the park indicates seasonal campsites used by First Nations people. With 257 hectares, Kokanee Creek Park has extensive sandy beaches and a large delta area. Backed by a gentle rising upland, this area gives way to the forested slopes of the Slocan Range of the Selkirk Mountains. Kokanee Creek bisects the landscape to form a steep canyon. The park protects the active alluvial creek fan with its marshes and extensive sand spit. Both the Engelmann spruce, subalpine fir, and the interior cedar hemlock biogeoclimatic zones occur here. Prime growing conditions within the park produce a diverse mix of vegetation with magnificent specimens of fir, hemlock, and pine. There are both pure and mixed stands of deciduous trees as well as many of the common understory plants, including wild rose, queen's cup, and skunk cabbage. Flowers, trees, and shrubs are part of the park's natural heritage. The Kokanee Creek Delta ecology includes many species of plants and animals. A variety of habitats supports coyotes, beaver, whitetail, and mule deer, and a large number of birds ranging from the tiny rufous hummingbird to the great blue heron. Many of the birds are migratory, but kingfishers, woodpeckers, and dippers can be seen throughout the year. The park also has important man-made and some natural spawning channels for kokanee salmon, which spawn in large numbers in the late summer. Park visitors should always be aware of bears and other wildlife in the park environment. Never feed or approach bears or other wildlife. A walking bridge across Kokanee Creek can link you to roads and trails to Redfish Campground. For your own safety and the preservation of the park, you must obey the signs and keep to designated trails. Shortcutting trails destroy plant life and soil structure. The Kokanee Nature Center is open in July and August, and it's open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., serving locally roasted coffee and has free Wi-Fi. Programs run throughout the camping season for all ages. From Jerry Rangers to evening stargazing, there is always something being offered. Pets, domestic animals must be on a leash at all times and are not allowed in beach areas or park buildings. A dog beach is beside the boat launch at the northeast end of the park. Park visitors are responsible for their behavior and must dispose of their excrement. The 2 day-use picnic areas, Sandspit and Redfish, offer extensive sandy beaches. The water of Kootenay Lake is considered cool and refreshing. Here in shallow areas on the large sandbar, the water is warmer. Sandspit Beach has a lagoon which is warm but also a bit slimy. It's popular for wading to find minnows and tadpoles, but not recommended for swimming. The only roped-off swimming area is at Sandspit. The sandy shoreline provides excellent opportunities for swimming, sunbathing, and water skiing. There are no lifeguards on duty at provincial parks. Nearby and conveniently located are an adventure playground, toilet change house, pit toilet, and 6 barbecue stands. Sandspit Campground contains a wheelchair-accessible campsite, flush toilet, and shower stall, and all roads within the park are paved. Cold well water is available for cooking and drinking. There are 9 taps randomly located in both campgrounds. There is group camping available adjacent to the Redfish day-use parking lot and can accommodate 50 visitors for camping and picnicking, but it must be reserved for both activities. This site is a large circle of 10 picnic tables, large fire pit, water taps, gray water pit, and can accommodate up to 8 trailers and multiple tents. A Sani Station dump is available during the collecting season, and it is located at the Sandspit Campground, and its fee is $5 per discharge. I am here on a Tuesday in June, and there is no mosquitoes and hardly any campers. And come in September when the Kokanee are spawning, this is such a special park. So yeah, 5 out of 5 from me. It's hard to top this one.